Hello, I'm Jason Silverstein, and this is a video series that I'm starting which is just advice to my younger self. These are things that I wish I knew when I was younger. It would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of aggravation. In this first video, I'm going to talk about a concept that I think is super important, which is to work on a goal that makes you happy while you are working on it. Not a goal that you think will make you happy once you achieve it. This is one of the most important things that I've ever learned in my life. And I'm going to tell you my story to illustrate the point. When I was a kid, I was not very happy. I didn't have too many friends and just things were not so good for me. I didn't really talk too well. I had a hard time talking. I'm sure that was part of the problem. And what would get me through it was to look towards the future. To think that in the future, I was going to become rich. And once I became rich, everything would just be great. I would be happy, people would like me, I would get respect, and everything would be great. And that's what would get me through. And that's what would get me to do good in school, and then later on to do good in the working world. That did get me through school. I graduated college, and then I became a realtor. And I always had an interest in investing. I bought my first stock back in 1992 when I was in high school. When I was a kid, I invested in baseball cards. Baseball cards were really big then. And then I went to the stock market. And I always had an interest in real estate. So after I became a realtor, I immediately was looking towards investing in real estate. Now, by the way, this is not a real estate video. This is just illustrating a point. In the year 2000, when I was 25 years old, I bought my first property. It was a condo. And that condo I just had good timing. It was just good timing because that's about when the real estate market started really going up. I bought the condo and then I wanted to buy more. I wanted to do everything I could to become a real estate investor because that's how I thought I could make a lot of money. And I really wanted to make money. It took me some time, but in about 2003, I bought my first investment property, did well on that, and then I just kept on buying more. Bought more to buy, fix up and sell, buy and sell on lease option, buy to rent out. I just did really well. And by the time I got to 2005, because the market was just skyrocketing and I was putting in the work, I was spending like $2,000 a month on marketing. I was really doing stuff out there. I found myself in 2005 with quite a bit of money. Certainly a lot of equity in houses, but liquid too, because I could borrow against them. I had cash in the bank. I mean, I was in a position where I probably could have bought a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, anything I wanted. That's the type of money that I had. And yet, I was not happy. It just didn't really mean anything. It meant something. I had respect for my peers that I was doing something, and that meant something. But overall, I just wasn't very happy. And then, of course, the market started going down soon after 2005. But that wasn't the problem. I'm smart. I knew at the end of 2005, the handwriting was on the wall. I needed to sell. I needed to start doing something else. But I was just stuck. My theory of having money would make me happy wasn't working. So what do I do now? Well, I found myself in a little bit of trouble and I turned to all sorts of things. Luckily, not one of them was drugs or alcohol, but I did turn to therapy. I turned to yoga, meditation, thinking about moving to China and teaching English. I had all these ideas. They weren't really crazy ideas, they're just all these ideas that of things that I could do that would make me happy. I had this idea, well, what I didn't have is I didn't have friends or a girlfriend, so maybe that's what I need to become happy. Just all these things, just trying to come up with different things, and nothing really worked. I middled along, got along all right, and then all the way, let's go to 2018. It was early 2018, and I was at a point in my life where, I just felt like I had really nothing to lose. I had tried all these things, didn't really work, wasn't really going anywhere. And I decided, I was watching this Bob Proctor video. It was called You Were Born Rich. Now, I've watched this video many times, and many times I've gotten inspired after watching it. I've gotten inspired to do things like speak in front of large audiences, become a public speaker, and then soon afterwards I'd say, no, I can't do that. But this time was different. After watching that video and realizing what did I have to lose anymore, and I've told this story before in other videos, but I thought to myself, okay, I know what I need to do. And I was also listening to like Les Brown, Finding Your Purpose, and I thought, my purpose is to speak in front of large audiences and tell my story to inspire them. It would inspire them because they could see how bad a public speaker I was when I first started, and I could document my progress until the point where I'm good enough to speak in front of large audiences. And that would inspire people, because maybe not to become a public speaker, but to have them do what they always wanted to do, but just didn't think they could do it. And I decided I'm going to do it. And I started early 2018. And now as I'm doing this, we're in mid-2020. And I've been working on it steadily ever since. And I have gotten better. But I've also had a lot of ups and downs. I've had times where I thought, well, this is not really doing me any good. I still have a long time to go, and a lot of people don't watch my videos, and what's the point of this? It's not making me any money. Other people are not doing it. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And about other periods of time where I thought, oh, this is great, I'm doing this, because maybe I'm speaking in front of an audience, or I just got done with a speech, or I just did a video that caught on and did well. And so I've had a lot of ups and downs. But through it all, I've realized one thing, and this is what the message I want to give you, is that while I am working on this, while I am working on this goal of speaking in front of large audiences, really working on it, that makes me happy. It's not the videos that do well. It's not everyone that says good job after a speech. It's just when I am working on it. Because I know I am working on something worthwhile, something that will help a lot of people. It's my contribution to society. And I don't know exactly why working on it makes me happy. But I know it does. And what I want for you is I want you to find something. Find something. Maybe you have to try a lot of things to find it. But find something that will make you happy while you are working on it. You don't need to reach that goal to become happy. You are happy just by working on it. When you find that, you will most likely reach that goal because you're happy while you're working on it towards it. And if for some reason you don't reach that goal, at least you are happy along the way. And isn't that the point of life? And that's my message for you today. Thank you.